Okay, here we got a 2012 Ford Explorer XLT, 2012, 10 years old, just shy of 100,000 miles, 98,000 miles. And the problem we were having was a vibration rattle, most notably at low speeds, going over small bumps, and if you went down a dirt road or a gravel track, and then you could really feel the vibrations through the steering wheel. And then also braking, going down steep hills in the mountains, or braking on the freeway from say 70 down to 40 quickly. The brakes were shuddering, feeling it through the steering wheel. And normally you'd think the rotors, but the rotors seemed smooth. And so I was checking out the suspension and the front end there, and it all looked okay, but the bushings on the lower control arm looked to be a bit worn. I couldn't get, lifting up the car and trying to get some movement with the pry bar, I couldn't get it to move that much. It all seemed pretty firm, but it was the worst thing, and it was the most likely culprit I could work out. So I had a go at replacing them. It went really well. I replaced them with Motorcraft parts. You know, you read about Moog parts and things, and some people say that they're still fine, other people say they're a bit cheap now. Replaced with Motorcraft. You know, I thought it might have been a bit tricky getting some of the nuts or bolts off, but it actually worked out okay, and the new Motorcraft parts slid in really easily and tightened it all up, and it wasn't as bad as I thought. So I think, give you some confidence, if you've got a jack and some jack stands, you can probably get that front end lifted up, get the wheel off, take these out. The most trickiest one is this 24mm bolt on the ball joint there. I won't go into detail. There's lots of videos out there on changing the 5th generation Ford Explorer control arms. You do need to get a bit of leverage with that 24mm on the ball joint. I mean, I used a 24mm wrench, and then I used this bar just to extend it, and just, you know, that leverage there is enough to get it off without too many problems. I use a 21mm socket, and I think the other bushing is 15mm. So as long as you've got some sockets and a 24mm wrench, you should be good. 15/16 wrench also works instead of a 24. I don't have one in here, but I did have a 24mm. So looking at the old part, I mean, the ball joint, you can, you know, it's loose, but I think there's still fluid in there. Probably okay, even though it knocks. I don't ever think it really knocks. But if you look at the bushing, this was the passenger side. You know, you can see down there. Yeah, it's pretty worn. Look at the movement there. Like I say, when you're actually under the car with all the weight on it, you probably won't get much movement, but you can see as you can see that moving. It shouldn't move that much. I mean, it should move something, but just not. Shouldn't be that loose. And so the back bushing there looked okay. But so that you can see it started to rot, and there it's pretty loose. That's the passenger one. This is the driver one. A bit better, but still very, very loose. You can see that was all moving. Look at that, see. And you might not see it as obvious as that while it's under the car, but definitely replaced. Once I had it replaced, the ride was a lot smoother, and the brake shuddering stopped, and yeah, like I say, it was actually easier than I thought it'd be. I think I did both in about 3 hours. So hopefully help someone out, give you some confidence. Any questions, let me know, and Thanks for listening.